So this is the Maximatic Elite Platinum 1.7 liter stainless steel kettle. And originally I would get my coffee or my tea I would be, in the middle of my studies or work and would have to go downstairs to heat the stove, wait for the stove to heat up, put water in a saucepan, wait for it to boil. Then I'd have to wait for the water to simmer down after I turn the stove off so I could pour it from a saucepan into a small cup, which is obviously not convenient at all, especially when you're trying not to pour boiling hot water on your countertops. But I had only seen a few people that had self-heating kettles like this, and I decided to take the plunge into a more adult gadget for my life to kind of just honestly for time and convenience. So it comes with two pieces. There's a base which has a heating coil right there. This is a base that requires a 3-prong outlet. It's a 3-prong plug, which should be noted. But once this coil heats up, underneath the kettle there is this metal heating element that makes contact with it. The kettle itself doesn't heat up until you decide, which is important to know that it won't burn your house down. But if you have all you really need is a jug or a gallon of water, with this to make it work. The top has a little this little thing here. I was kind of confused by it at first, but I quickly learned that this stainless steel exterior gets really hot to touch after you've boiled water, especially if you're boiling multiple loads of water at one time. So what that functions as is when you pop this top button right here, you pop this, it opens. You pour your water in, however much water, and then you use this so you don't burn your finger to close it. Once you do that, there's a second button. You take this, push it up, blue LED light turns on, and that means that it's starting to boil. The heating element is now heating up. If you decide, I changed my mind, all you gotta do is click it off. And the light will turn off, and the heating element will stop heating up. You can hear it slowly simmering down. But if you decide that you want to boil water, all you do is click that button, that second button up. Blue LED light turns on, and your desired amount of water, you can see right here I have about 2 cups, which is an ideal amount for me personally. But when you have, company and guests over, there's different measurements along the side, 4.2 cups, and then the max up there is 1.7 liters, which is about a little over 7 cups. So it's really nice for entertainment purposes as well, just because you can boil so much water at once, and it's just so quickly. So much quicker than cooking on the, boiling water on the stove. A great alternative to stovetop water boiling. As far as coffee goes, it's French press, which is really nice. I keep a little bag of coffee in my tea nook in my office, and I just use a simple French press, which is really simple to use. I thought French presses were difficult at first. It's actually way easier than a coffee pot, just because coffee pots need cleaned and they get molded and it's a whole process. But this is so easy to use that you really, this tea kettle stays pretty clean considering it boils water and it's stainless steel, but it's simple to clean. You wipe it down with white vinegar, essentially, is what they recommend. Other uses are, dry things like dry packets of just add water like oatmeal, mac and cheese, noodles, teas. And the cool thing about loose leaf teas, for people who insist on boiling their teas in the tea kettle itself, is that this comes with a spout that also has a mesh filter on it. And this mesh filter, even if you're just boiling water, is really nice, because I'll give you a little inside view of that mesh filter. It's really nice because it filters out any impurities in the water. That way, you know, and if you do have loose leaf tea, you don't have to worry about filtering it out. It does the job for you with the mesh filter in the spout, which is really convenient. Easy pour spout. Never spilled it once. It would take a lot to spill this. It stops heating up when it either runs out of water so that it doesn't char the inside of the kettle. It also stops heating up automatically once the water is boiling, so you never have to worry about turning your stove off or burning your house down. And if you don't make contact with this heated coil and anything else, you're never gonna have to worry. It shuts off automatically. So you can leave it plugged in, and all you really ever have to do is a few times routine clean it. It stays pretty clean if you just use water in it, which I usually do just because that saves a lot of time, and it's pretty simple to just add water to, you know, any kind of tea you want to make. I've seen this come in glass kettles before, but I worried that the glass would, you know, I didn't know how that could work unless there's a, you know, because I know when glass gets heated, it can break. So this just seemed like, you know, stainless steel was kind of the solid option. And I can honestly say it's lasted a long time. I've had this for about 6 months now, and it's never once let me down. It performs. Easy to use, super convenient, saves about 10-15 minutes of my day that I would be spending standing over a stove away from my work. This makes the process streamlined, and you never really have to worry about leaving your room if you just want to have a hot cup of water to put in tea or oatmeal, or even if you just want hot water for cleaning, sterilization purposes. There's a ton of different uses for this particular tea kettle, and I have to say it makes an incredible gift for people just because it saves so much time. And whether people are stove cooking now or not, they'll be able to use this kettle. It's not the type of thing that just sits on a shelf unused. It's far too convenient. It saves so much time. So I would highly recommend this product for anyone. All right, thanks for watching.